Hi everyone, it's Ruby from Wearing Well. I'm back here with Terry Kroll. Terry, could you just tell the viewers a little bit about the changes that you made due to the loss of your son to
Sure. So I don't think I would have been in this position to make these changes had this not happened to me. And I'm sad to say that, because in 2008, 2007, 2009, we didn't talk about anxiety and drugs and alcohol. It just wasn't spoken about. There wasn't the education there. So I'm glad that it came about the way it did, and I've been able to make some changes. After Tim passed away, Tim had reported the doctor who led him down the wrong road, and we followed the court case. That doctor was eventually arrested for distributing drugs to students at the high school next door, to his office, and selling paper prescriptions. So, we looked at that with a group called LICAD, and we said, we need to make some changes. These prescriptions shouldn't be so readily available. So the director of LICAD, Jeff Reynolds, kind of took me under his wing and said, you can make a difference, Terry. There are no parents speaking out about this. Would you be willing to speak out? And I'm not known to be shy. So I said, of course I would. I was always honest about Timothy's issues. I was always honest about Timothy's illness of substance disorder. And I wanted people to know this can't happen anymore. And Tim thought it couldn't happen anymore. So my first insight was to get some education, to learn how to advocate for change, which is not a difficult thing to do. As a community member, we are entitled to voice our opinions to the government and that's what they're there for. Have the government listen to us and figure out how we make a change. So I took a short course, and I watched a short video called Schoolhouse Rock, and I learned how a law becomes a law and how I can speak out, and I can go up to Albany as one mom and speak out to many, many, many government officials. And then the next time I can go up and there's 30 moms with me. 30 other moms who unfortunately are in my position but willing to speak out. So when we went, we spoke with our legislators, we spoke with the Senate, and we met individually with them. And we told them what happened. And we told them how we knew change would make a difference. So, I've been in the business world for a long time. And my boss always would say to me, don't come to me with a problem if you don't have a solution. So advocacy is the same thing. Don't go to the government and whine and cry about what's wrong unless you have some ideas of how we can make it right. So we went up to Albany with the idea that we had to change the prescription writing law. And we worked very hard with the government officials to get a bill, get somebody to sponsor the bill to say, we've got to write prescriptions in a different way. So, I remember going up to Albany, my first roundtable meeting with Senator Kemp Hannon, sitting around a big table with people that wanted to speak about changing this. And there was families who were affected. Medicare was there, Medicaid was there, the insurance world, and the treatment world. So we all got a chance to speak, and my friend Avi Israel spoke first about his son's death. We went around, and they got like halfway around, and LICAD and I are sitting over here, and I interrupted, and I said, excuse me, and I started talking. And Senator Hannon said, because it wasn't my turn, he said, you got to realize she's from Long Island, she's going to talk out. So, I learned my lesson then that I got to wait till it's my turn. But I also learned that everyone has their opinions, and everybody's experiences are different, and the people in the insurance world and the people in the treatment world were not all educated on Avi's world and my world, where we lost our children to addiction, and we knew we could make a change. So we worked very hard, and we went around, we met with everybody, and so to put a long story short, I will never forget the day of being invited on the Senate floor when they were voting. And, usually you sit upstairs in the gallery. They invited us to sit downstairs with them under this little fireplace, a beautiful building. And they voted unanimously for the I-STOP law. And when they voted unanimously, each one of them came around and thanked us for putting ourselves out there. Because it's not easy to go out and talk about how your son died. And, that's devastating for me. But I did it, and so did the other people that were with me. I think there were 11 families standing there. And they came and hugged each one of us. What did that say to me? It said to me, I can advocate and I can make a necessary change. Doesn't always happen and go your way, but I can say I've never advocated for something that didn't go my way.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.